Ladies and gentlemen, if I could just grab your attention, please. It is time to get today's auctions underway. Good morning and a very warm EVES welcome to you all on this, what will be a very wet afternoon here in the mighty Waikato. My name is Sean Foster, proud to be your auctioneer. Very shortly we're going to run through the conduct of auction that we work under here at EVES, but before I do so, I'd just like to take a few moments to familiarise you with the auction process. Process itself is very simple. We'll follow three principal parts. Initially, we'll cover off the legal particulars pertaining to each property I'm calling. We'll revisit that property, and third most exciting part, I'll offer the property up for your competitive bidding. Bidding process, it's nice and simple. I'll nominate as you'll raise your hand. I'll count that bid until such time bidding stops. I'm bringing down the hammer nice and loud, and in just a few short weeks you'll be taking possession of your new property. And if you are a prospective bidder here this morning, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all the very best of luck with those endeavours. On the wall behind me is me. Pictures of our auction team. We have the lovely Amber, she'll be controlling all the technology, keeping track of all the bids, which will be nice and clearly sort of illustrated on the TV behind me. We've got Mark Edmondson here at the rear of the room for those that can't see. Here to answer sort of any questions that you may have. I'll just draw your attention to the Real Estate Institute Sales and Purchase Agreement Guide. It is important that you have received a copy before you bid in that unconditional position here today. I know they've been made available via our open homes and of course through our salespeople. It's not my intention to run through the T's and C's in their entirety. But they have again been made available through you. But I will sort of remind you that they are both endorsed by the Auckland District Law Society and the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand, so you can bid up with confidence knowing that they are T's and C's used throughout the New Zealand marketplace. And if you are bidding here this morning, ladies and gentlemen, it's my expectation that you've taken any legal advice or any other advice deemed necessary to you to bid in that cash unconditional position. Now, before we move on to our first property, does anyone have any questions of me? Well, Amber, let's move on to lot one, our first property. And the dynamic duo of Armin Barley and Siobhan McCarthy have been marketing One White's Way in Te Kaupata, Waikato. It's a freehold property sitting on some 768 square metres, more or less, formerly known as Lot 244 DP3 55986, folio 969979. Property has a settlement date, apologies here, of 20 working days after unconditional. Chattels in this particular property are extensive, but my understanding from the team, no changes or amendments to those circulated conditions. And I'll just draw your attention to just further terms of sale here, which is 23.0 and 24.0. Ladies and gentlemen, these here, as you're well aware of, having a copy of these in front of you, these here are really just referring to the balance of the master build warranty. As it's stated, the vendor will do all that they can do to ensure that that master build or whatever sort of the balance of that warranty will be transferred to you as purchaser, and of course that will be at your cost. To this fine property we go now. I had the great pleasure of actually popping out to Te Kaupata some couple of weeks ago when you had an opening evening out there, Armin and Siobhan. This home here is built by the respected Latitude Homes. This premium property combines sharp design and everyday comfort. Position on a 768 square metre freehold section, this 220 square metre layout is crafted for modern design. In the home we've got 4 spacious bedrooms. The master of course has the walk-in and the ensuite, and of course you have the luxury of the deck that we're seeing, just the bottom of that you can walk over and have a look at that fine reserve off the master. We have a designer kitchen with scullery and of course quality appliances throughout there. The nice light-filled sort of open plan living dining flows to the outdoor living. We've got many, being on a corner site, many areas of the outdoors that we can appreciate through these summer summer months. And of course, at the front of the property, as I said, from the master room, you have the luxury of the reserve that is just across the area. We're some 25 minutes, 30 minutes from Hamilton CBD via the expressway, or of course turn a right and you'll hit the Auckland marketplace just across the Bombays. Vendors asked me to look for an opening bid, but my understanding we don't have the interest in the room. So without an opening bid, I'll call it out anyway, just in case one of you here sitting here wants to sort of raise your hand or maybe introduce a bid for us. I'll give you a chance here now. Well, Armin and Siobhan, look, what we'll do is we'll close, but I have some pretty clear instructions here from our vendors, and for the purpose of our conditional buyers that are watching via our live stream, they've asked to announce the home is on the market at $1,100,000.
1.1 million.
1.1 million? What did I say? 1,100,000?
Yes.
Same thing, right? Yeah, tomato. At 1.1 million, the home is on. We're priced here now. So again, if you're looking for a fine sort of property out in Kaupata, look, contact Armin or Siobhan. They'll be more than happy to meet you at the property and obviously show you all that it has to offer. Lot 2 will move, and Kimberly Savage is sitting there nervously at the rear of the room here. Look, she's been marketing what I would describe as this fine sort of do-up opportunity at 45 Bruce Avenue in Glenview, Hamilton. This is a freehold property sitting on an impressive 1,012 square metres, more or less, formerly known as Lot 20, DPS 6323, Folio SA 1779-1. Settlement date has been set down for the 16th day of May 2025, or as such date as mutually agreed by both parties. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we've just got some further terms, but this is really sort of relating to that deceased estate, and obviously upon you sitting in on the property, there's just guarantees that everything will be sort of put across in your name by the registered survivorship of the home. Well, 45 Bruce Avenue has been offered to market for the first time in some 35 years. This family home sits on, as I said, just over 1,000 square metres, so maybe ideal for those developers that may be looking, maybe explore your options there. We're at the heart of Glenview, and of course it packs plenty of potential. We've got 2 living areas plus that sun-drenched conservatory, large open plan kitchen, covered deck, ideal for year-round entertaining, expansive front and rear backyard, double garaging, plenty of off-street parking. We're zoned for Glenview Primary, right across the road, and of course we're only minutes from the hospital and the local amenities. My understanding, having a chat with Kimberly, look, this property is ideal for those that wish to explore the development potential that may be there. Obviously do your DD with the council. Great hold, great investment, and maybe sort of also that great sort of opportunity where you can come and sort of renovate and then maybe sort of look at sort of maximising its potential. Looking for a bid on the floor here. Opening bid anywhere. Now Kimberly sort of says that we've got plenty of conditional here. We'd normally sort of look at sort of suggesting a price on market. We're going to close the auction here, but I would strongly suggest that if you are here looking at 45 Bruce Ave, contact Kimberly, because I know in just a number of days Kimberly will have a sold by, have it under contract, so contact her today. And to lot 3. Lot 3, second in the double for Armin and Siobhan. We've got 22 Tokerau Drive in Rototuna, Hamilton City. Freehold sitting on 557 square metres, lot 204 DP 535789, all contained in that certificate of title 948607. Property being offered up with vacant possession 20 working days after unconditional. Again, significant chattels with this particular property, but no changes to the circulated T's and C's. So the property itself set in the sought after location out at Rototuna. Of course, we have 22 Tokerau Drive. This home here delivers the ultimate family living. Inside we've got 5 spacious bedrooms. Of course, the master has the ensuite walk-in. We've got some great living areas, 2 distinct living areas throughout the home, so we've got plenty of space for the family, or indeed if mum and dad need a wee bit of quiet time, they can grab one of those living areas. As you can see there, very sleek, open plan kitchen, sort of dining area, all the modern convenience that you'd expect with a home of this quality. And at the rear there you can see this gallery, so keep it nice and tidy when you have guests over. We've got not 1, not 2, but 3 well-appointed bathrooms, so again perfect for the expanding family. As mentioned earlier on, we are zoned for the Rototuna shopping precinct, and of course we're in zone for both the Rototuna junior and senior high schools. 5 bedroom, 2 living, 3 bathroom here. Looking for an opening bid anywhere? Well, again, Amber, it's a surprise today. Maybe it's the weather, it's kept all our bidders away here, but we'll close the auction here. And what I am actually a little surprised, but for a property of this quality here, I have some clear instructions that we're going to be priced on the market this afternoon. It's probably going to be on the internet by about 11:30, but we're pricing this fine home at $1,149,000, or in Marn, in your case, it's 1.149 is what it's coming on the market at. So any interest here, please get in touch with Aman or Siobhan. More than happy to again sort of come through and show you through this fine home. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on what looks like to be a very drizzly afternoon, that ends today's auctions. Good morning.